That was super lame. Welcome to Ranger Reviews, a web series we look at episodes of the TV show Power Rangers and then discuss them. Today we're exploring the 21st episode of the show Power Rangers Zeo, as well as the 176th episode overall titled Brother, Can You Spare Me an Arrowhead? We start with Mondo still laughing at Tommy. They reiterate how Tommy wants to get his brother back, but instead Mondo just slashes him and starts firing at him. Finally, a real villain. Mondo then leaves, saying that he's going to use the arrowhead for evil. Tommy punches the ground in anger. I would love a cutscene of David being like, what was that? Meanwhile, the Zeo Megazord is doing the best it can against Maceface, but it's not going so well. Tommy checks on Billy with the Battle Zord interface, but he's still struggling. Alpha gets another visual on David, and Billy updates Tommy. Tommy teleports to the power chamber, and they see that the ancient drawings in the cave have come to life, I guess, and the thing Billy was working on keeps sparking. Zordon says that Tommy needs to help the Rangers first and foremost, and Tommy is struggling to leave his brother behind to go help the Rangers. Tommy has to make his head clear to make this work. Meanwhile, the other Rangers are getting the absolute crap still beat out of them. Luckily, the red Battle Zord comes flying into the scene, landing in front of Maceface. He starts firing a lot of lasers from his gauntlets at Maceface in ball form, and yeah, it did nothing. Tommy then just says, screw it, time to make the Mega Battle Zord. He just has to concentrate, I guess. And it works. The red Battle Zord and the Zeo Megazord combine together. It's a shame it's the lamest combination ever, but whatever. They keep firing at Maceface, hitting him and blowing him into nothingness. It hasn't even been 5 minutes. Mondo and Machina see this and they say, well, at least we have an arrowhead. And Clank says that the arrowhead is from a magic stone that could help them control monsters. Then we see Goldar and Rito making a card house in the garage, but then the all clear siren goes off, causing it to fall down. Stone has also come to visit, and Bulk and Skull start freaking out, trying to hide Goldar and Rito in the garage. Stone comes in saying that he has to give them a psychological exam to make sure that they're fit to be officers. He jumps in the medium of the youth center in an hour, leaving. On the viewing globe, the Rangers see a new autochthon monster has arrived in David's cave, facing him. Apparently, according to Billy, it's from Native American myth, but the word actually just means that it has something to do with the native people. They try to figure out a way to help David, and Zordon says that there's no way due to the energy shield. Tommy says that he still has an arrowhead though, and he's going to go find out why it's so important, leaving. Tommy and Sam Trueheart talk at the rocks, and Sam explains that this land was ruled by powerful evil spirits a long time ago. A great warrior captured them and imprisoned them in the arrowhead. And he says that whoever controls the arrowhead controls the spirits. Sam asks if something is wrong, and Tommy says yes, but he's already helped enough. Tommy goes to leave, and Sam says that when he sees David, tell him it's about time to come home. Clank tells the villains that they're still looking for the magic stone, but a damn monster was just made, so... Mondo says let's get it out of there then. David then teleports with the monster out of the cave to the top of the reservation. Tommy arrives back in the power chamber, and it's morphin' time. Power Rangers arrive near David and the autochthon, and then they challenge him, but then the cogs show up who grab David. They fight off the cogs while David watches on. Then the monster starts firing at the Rangers, assisting the cogs and laughing. Then freaking King Mondo has arrived, thinking autochthon, explaining that he's under his rule because he has the arrowhead. Tommy uses this chatting moment to get David free, and the others teleport out to the power chamber. Tommy then grabs David, teleporting out. David is screaming at the Red Ranger, telling him that the monsters have the arrowhead, and that he thinks that apparently Tommy's in total danger right now, because he thinks that they kidnapped him just like they did to him in order to get the arrowhead. Tommy says no, he's safe, and he takes off his helmet, revealing his identity to his brother. I feel like Zordon's gonna be pissed about that. David is happy, but he wants to know what the hell happened. He then says that there's a stone in the forest that will really unleash the power of the arrowhead. Mondo then says that they need to send down the quadrifighters to search the forest to find the magic stone. At the youth center, Bulk and Skull see everything as monsters during their tests, and Stone is using a book called It's Okay, You Might Be Nuts. Jesus. Tommy arrives in the power chamber and he says David is fine in the youth center. Billy says that King Mondo is searching the forest, and Tommy informs them that they're actually going to be looking for the stone that's going to unlock the entirety of the arrowhead's power. Clank then says that they found it, and Mondo is very happy about this. Mondo and Cogs go down, coming to the stone, placing the arrowhead in the right place in the stone, zapping it. Billy then says that the Rangers are too late, and Tommy says that he's going after it. Back to action. The red Battle Zord comes flying overhead, firing at them on the ground. Tommy jumps out and he just grabs the arrowhead, saying it only works when it's touching the stone, so bye! The alarms start going off in the power chamber again, and the autochthon is loose again, and Billy tells Tommy to meet the others for a beach fight. Back to action. The Rangers show up, doing a Zeo spinning power kick to defeat the monster. Good for Clank and Orbis, they're there too, making the autochthon grow giant. The Rangers call out their Zeozords, forming the Zeo Megazord. My god, there's so much happening so damn quickly right now. They fight the monster and they're not doing great because, let's be real, they never do at the start. I mean, the Autochton is like literally firing silly string all over them. He then electrocutes them. Tommy calls out the red Bow Zord, warping into it and helping the others. He then uses its gauntlets at it. Tommy says they need to link up again, sitting front and center for some reason, and then we briefly see that the Megazord's using her battle helmet. Guess something was cut out there. They come together, forming the Mega Battle Zord, firing at the Autochton over and over again, blowing it up. Yeah, that had nothing to do with Mondo, remember? They just killed an actual monster. Also, Mondo's mad that he lost again, but like, he didn't really even use a monster. At the center, Bulk and Skull see something and they get spooked out because they think it looks like a putty. Kinda cute. Also, Stone says that according to their test results, they think of nothing but monsters, and in any other city, they'd be out of a job, but since they're in Angel Grove, they're actually pretty good to go. Tommy and the others show up and they meet up with David, and he gives them back the Arrowhead. And David calls it out right away that everyone else is the Power Rangers, and then somehow the Arrowhead gets split in half again, and they plan to just keep them separate from each other. They plan to hang out whenever Tommy's not dealing with giant monsters. The end. This is a nice little introduction to more of Tommy's life outside of being a Power Ranger. I can't stress enough how much nicer it would have been to find out that Tommy was adopted when he was like first introduced in episode 17 of the show. I mean, it's really just glossed over like it's nothing, when really it's a perfect way to represent someone that wasn't represented on the show previously. Other than that, this episode did so much so quickly that it's kind of insane. I mean, it was decently entertaining, but damn. Hopefully things can quiet down just a little bit next week, but until then, may the power protect you.